Good morning. Steve Freed in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Well, overnight we have mixed trade. We've got beans unchanged, corn down a little bit, and wheat up a little bit. As far as the wheat is concerned, there's some rumors floating around that China may have came in and bought 2 to 3 cargoes of U.S. Pacific Northwest wheat. That's supporting the wheat market. For corn, I think we're still trying to figure out the size of the U.S. corn crop. The Pro Farmer Tour was in Nebraska and Indiana yesterday, and they came out with yields above last year, but they also came out with corn yields that were a little bit below the USDA's August guess. And so today they'll be in western Iowa and Illinois. And as we get into Iowa and Illinois, we'll see how much problems there were due to dryness, and then later on this straight line windstorm that affected the Iowa corn crop. The soybean pod count in every state so far has been above last year on average, so that justifies a big U.S. soybean crop. As far as the weather is concerned, yesterday the American model had rain in the Midwest next week. Today they're a little drier. Yesterday the European model had really no rain in the Midwest next week, and it's a little wetter. I think both models are having a lot of problems with tropical disturbances that are heading for the U.S. Gulf. The first one looks like it will be in the Yucatan Peninsula and then move up into the western part of Texas. The second and third one could come into the Gulf and come up, let's say, in the eastern part of the Gulf, maybe Alabama. All three systems could rob the Midwest of moisture as fronts move across. So we could get some rain, but it may not be a soaking rain because of those tropical depressions. And a lot of people think that one good 1 inch to 1.5 inch rain across the Midwest would really make the corn crop and certainly help the soybean crop get to its potential. So besides all the outside noise of politics, virus, demand numbers, this rain event next week is pretty important to the marketplace. I think most people still think that they are a combination of supply and demand bearers. I think the corn prices will leak lower into harvest, soybean prices will follow, and wheat's kind of helter-skelter, but there's pretty much a lot of wheat in the world right now, except for the dryness in Argentina. So we'll be watching weather. We'll be watching money flow as the funds yesterday added to their short position in corn and meal, but they actually increased their long position in beans and kind of wheat. They're continued to be neutral depending upon what headline they're trading today. And obviously today they're trading the talk about China buying U.S. wheat. Outside markets, again, kind of on hold. We're watching to see any economic data, results of this year's elections. I think a lot of people are afraid that the stock market could be close to a top. And then if we watch the dollar continue to make new lows and gold make new highs, that could reflect concern about the U.S. economy. As always, these are my thoughts, not those of ADM Investor Services. Have a safe and profitable trading day. And remember, changing tomorrow starts today.